From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Evening Edition.
And live from the CBS studios in San Francisco, I'm Brian Hackney.
And I'm Andrea Nakano. We begin in Napa County, where cooler weather is helping fire crews make progress in the Pickett Fire near Calistoga. It is now 7% contained.
Despite that progress, evacuation orders have expanded. Here's a look at the evacuation map. Fire has grown now to nearly 4,700 acres, and it is spreading east.
Today, firefighters focused on stopping the flames from pushing toward the towns of Angwin and Etna Springs. Dahlin was on the fire lines.
Flames are burning in remote mountainous areas just north of Angwin. On Saturday, crews cut fire breaks around the fire, trying to keep it from reaching Angwin and Etna Springs.
Luggage, medicine, just necessities for a few days.
Michael Hogan and his wife already packed their SUV in case they have to leave. Their Angwin home of 35 years is under an evacuation warning.
You're kind of torn because you're anxious while you're here, but as soon as you leave, you're anxious because you left, And we've had looters here, and, it's kind of wrenching, either way.
Michael has evacuated many times, including during the glass fire 5 years ago when flames burned right up to the property. In fact, firefighters say the Pickett Fire is burning in an old glass fire scar.
Conditions down here at the bottom of this dozer line is pretty good. Smoke's cleared up really well. It's in our favor. The wind's blowing it back into itself.
Firefighters say the weather helped them slow the flames on Saturday. Temperatures were warm, but not as hot as Thursday or Friday. Besides crews on the ground, helicopters and aircraft have been critical, dropping water and retardant over the steep terrain.
There's not a lot of fires burning in California right now, so they sent a lot of resources here.
Michael says that makes him feel a little more hopeful.
Last night we slept some just because we were so exhausted, but we're kind of tired of this.
No homes have been damaged. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
And joining us now is Supervisor Ann Cottrell. She represents District 3, which includes Calistoga. Supervisor Cottrell, I wanted to ask you, how do you guard some of your residents against this fire fatigue? Because there have been a lot of fires in that area.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think what we need to do is keep up the messaging that it's about being prepared. Everything that people can do around their homes and in their yards, defensible space work, home hardening, I think that helps keep people engaged. And we really know that if we can make these efforts individually, then at a community level, we're making ourselves safer.
Now, CAL FIRE saying this afternoon that the fire is moving a little bit into that Etna Springs area. What are you telling residents in that area this afternoon?
Yeah, great question. Well, so many of residents, you just heard from Michael, who said we've been through this drill before. So many residents have been evacuated before. They're on alert right now if they haven't evacuated already. They've got their go bags ready. They have a plan of where they're going to go. And we're telling them to keep paying attention to the messaging from the sheriff's office and CAL FIRE to go when they're asked. And people know that and they're ready.
Now, at the Board of Supervisors level, Napa County entered a $3.5 million agreement with Napa Community's Firewise Foundation last month. It also entered a 3-year agreement with CAL FIRE to provide fire protection and fire preparedness services. Tell me a little bit about that particular area of Calistoga, just to the east. It's seen so many fires. What more can be done to kind of make sure these fires don't happen?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think one of the things we're learning here across the West is wildfire is part of our way of life. And so it's being prepared when those fires do hit. And so defensible space work, making sure that vegetation is cut back, that we've got fuel breaks. We have a lot of dozer lines that had already been established. So it's been easier for firefighters to get in and do the work that they need to do. So again, it's prevention, preparation. I just got a call from Senator Schiff, and one of the things I want to share with him and the public is it's all about the work that we can put on the ground before a fire happens, so that then these firefighters can get out there and do the very tough work they're doing over the past 3 days.
Yeah, I heard about the fire containment, the fire access roads there, and it's just such steep terrain that they really need those points of entry to tackle the fire. The gentleman that was in the story right before you also kind of mentioned not wanting to leave because of looters. It's happened in the past with Glass and Tubbs Fire. Anything on that angle and what the county could do to make sure that fire residents feel safe about leaving their homes and make sure they have everything everything's there when they come back?
Right, exactly. Well, this is where we're really fortunate that our Napa County Sheriff's Office has been part of a unified command with our firefighters. So they really work in lockstep. The sheriff's team is out there helping people evacuate, and they're also going to be on the ground making sure that people aren't getting back into areas where they shouldn't be getting. We also have an ag pass program, which is very important for our agricultural industry. This is our industry, or our county is built on grape growing and winemaking. And so it's important when people need to get in that they've got permission to do that with an ag pass that the sheriff regulates. So we've got a lot of eyes on, and we've got a great community that's looking out for each other too.
Mm. But we just have to say that the firefighters are doing an amazing job out there. And I really do appreciate your time tonight. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you so much.
All right.